Oh, hi there.
Hey, we
Everybody,
are back. Ha,
we're here, guys.
we're back at it again.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Come on in out of the cold or
Ooh,
out of the wind, out of the rain. Come on in and sit down and get re-familiar or welcome for your first timers. Welcome back for the haters. Who are we? We are the latest and greatest, and hopefully your favoriteest podcast in the land. We're talking about the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
hi, Billiam.
And today, tonight, whenever you decide to be stopping on by, we're going to do what we always like to do, which is just give you a weekly rundown of the wrestling and talking about Monday Night Raw. But first, like we always do, we're going to start off with Friday Night SmackDown with Billiam. Take it away. Woo!
SmackDown haters emanated from Cincinnati, Ohio this week.
Oh,
Super. Uh, it kicks off with the WWE champ Cody Rhodes. I don't know why I said WWE champ. Everybody knows who the champ is by now, I would hope. If not, refresher.
correct.
As soon as Cody asks the question that he loves to ask, what do you want to talk about? Paul Heyman says, I have a lot to talk about.
Ooh,
So
so
him and the Braun Brawns walk through the timekeepers area. Um, but instantly when that happens, Orton comes and joins him, uh, Cody Rhodes in the ring. Just because Randy Orton's back, so
yep.
he's helping Cody Rhodes uh take on the Braun Brawns, which actually ends up being the main event tonight. Uh,
What?
Paul Heyman tries to do what he does best and tries to draw like a wedge in between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, saying Randy Orton like, "Oh, why is Cody Rhodes champion? You're better than he is." Like kind of things like that. Like not so many words, but just kind of trying to make Cody Rhodes or Randy Orton think about maybe I should turn on him kind of thing. Doesn't work. Spoiler.
Nah.
But we'll find that out later on in the evening.
Oh boy.
So we move on to we see the Miz confront Carmelo Hayes in the back, wanting an explanation for last week, not helping him get the tag or helping him, win the tag belts. And he's
Yes.
like, "Well, I don't want to." He's like, "What do you mean you want to?" He's like, "Well, if you wanted to win, you should have kicked out." Basically,
Oh,
long story short, Carmelo Hayes and Melo Don't Miz is no more.
can't say I'm too upset about that, Billiam.
No,
Can't say I'm
sir.
too upset. That's fine.
I can't say I'm either.
Oh well.
Which brings us to the first match of the evening, which is the U.S. title open.
Okay,
So
leading off with it. All right.
Sami Zayn comes out first.
Okay.
Who is his opponent going to be? Carmelo Hayes' music hits. And he goes, I know I already had my shot, but since I don't have anybody holding me back now before he can finish that, The Miz comes and hits him a skull-crushing finale. Walks away. Aleister Black decides to walk out, sees Carmelo Hayes, picks up the microphone, says, I'll take you on. And we have officially our first match, Aleister Black versus Sami Zayn for the US Championship.
Well, all right. Off and running then.
Yeah, first time in 9 years that they faced each other one-on-one. I'm
Hmm.
assuming Aleister Black was still in NXT. I don't think Sami Zayn was, but Aleister definitely was before he took off and came back. Anyway, fantastic match. Uh, it's just a lot of hard hits, a lot of false finishes. For at one point, I actually thought Aleister Black was going to retain. Spoiler. But the match ends with Aleister Black on the top rope. Damian Priest, all he does is walk out, just gets Aleister's attention. Sami Zayn hits him with the hula kick, and he's finishing now with the Blue Thunder Bomb. That's like his thing now. So hula
Like it.
kick, Blue Thunder Bomb gets the pin. So Sami Zayn retains, but Damian
Right.
Priest is not through. Michael Cole is saying this is the cleanest way or gentlest way anybody's ever cleared the announce table because Damian Priest was slowly just cleaning the stuff off. Um, and then Booker T and Michael Cole step back. Aleister Black rolls out of the ring and he does the Razor's Edge through the table. So for once, he leaves Aleister Black laid on his back. Great match. Great match.
All right. Leaves Alistair Black on his back. Take
Yes,
that,
sir.
Jack.
Yep. Next up, we go to another segment in the back. Chelsea Green interrupts a conversation with Nick Aldis,
Nope.
talking to Sol Ruca and Zarya. Apparently, we're starting to figure out who the NXT, like the new crop, is going to be. So this is
Okay.
the second week in a row we've seen Sol Ruca and Zarya on SmackDown. So there's a chance they may be coming up soon.
Oh boy.
So basically, Chelsea's trying to recruit Sol and Zarya into the Slagent of the Secret Harvest, and of course they say no, which sparks a tag match between the four women. It's a solid match. Sol and Zarya win. They get one step closer to that title shot that they want with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. But I could watch Sol Ruka all day, man. She's so much fun to watch. It's incredible. I can't wait until she's on the main roster. I mean, we could watch her now. Like I could watch her in NXT if I want to, but I'm
Yeah.
lazy and I don't have that much time in the day, my day.
They just had their whole event where it was her, JC Jane, basically NXT versus the TNA. They had the whole
That's
thing.
right.
I happened to just watch a little bit of I guess they put the full matches. Well, at least they put some of them up. So I was able to watch Sol Ruka and a couple people, and yeah, man, Sol Ruka's
Yeah,
solid,
she's
super
the one.
solid.
Just coming up. Next up is the segment is the contract signing between our women's champion Stephanie Vaquer and the
Okay.
WWE Women's Champion Tiffany
Oh
Stratton.
boy.
There's really not much to it. It's really just a contract signing. They both say their little piece, but being that they're both baby faces, nothing really major is going to happen.
Right.
So Tiffany Stratton finishes her piece. She's the first to walk out. She gets blindsided by Julia. So her and Kiana James get in the ring and try to recruit uh Stephanie Vaquer. Be like, oh, I'm expensive, blah blah blah, but I'm worth it. Ask Julia, kind of thing, whatever.
Hmm.
Uh, Stephanie declines as
Well,
anybody would.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the contract signing for Crown Jewel.
No, fairly
Uh,
simple contract signing.
yeah. Between the two competitors, at least, definitely, it was definitely pretty tame. Next match is the returning Los Garza. They were the AAA tag champions for a while, so I think they were off in AAA doing that for a bit.
They were actually, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we see Ray Phoenix and another NXT uh competitor from week two, Superstar, excuse me. Javon Evans. So they're talking in the back, and then Los Garza comes up and they get a tag match. Man, Javon Evans he's the new Kofi Kingston. Dude is dope. Like, and he just loves yelling bouncy whenever he's like he does a move. He goes bouncy and he like does like he floats in the air. I don't know how he does what he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah. Another person who had a couple big moments in the crossover
Yeah,
event.
I
Yeah.
imagine so. I
Excited for
think
him.
he'll be one of the next guys that come up as well. But Javon Evans, again, hashtag bring back the cruiserweight. He'd
Yeah.
be a great person in the cruiserweight. Him and Ray Phoenix tore it
Yep.
up. As well as those guys, though. They look fantastic as well. I mean, they
Yeah.
were tag champs in AAA for a reason, so
Be interesting to see what they do with them. I understand that Santos Escobar is no longer with the company.
I don't
So
believe so. But the way Angel and Berto look, they'll be okay without him.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just need to find a spot for him. But they're so much fun to watch.
There
They're
you
a
go.
great tag team. But in the end, Ray Phoenix and Javon Evans got the victory,
Oh boy.
which it's great. Loved
It
it.
is. Love it. Love it.
Next up, we got another week of Damian Priest doing something in the back, and Kit Wilson, of all people, if you remember Kit Wilson, he is one half of Pretty Deadly.
I was gonna say pretty deadly.
Yeah, because I can't remember the other dude's name. He got hurt. Uh, so this is like I think he got hurt. One of them got hurt. So I don't know if it was
I'm
Kit or
trying to
not.
remember the other dude's name. I can't at this point.
Yeah,
I can't
the
remember
blonde
him.
one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kit Wilson is like the last week he was in like a sling and like he got hurt. Damian Priest like threw him through some and whatever. It's almost like Jackass gets at this point. So this week he rolls up in a wheelchair and he's trying to be all almighty and whatnot. And Damian Priest pushes him down a ramp and then you hear a bunch of like those metal poles that we have in the back. You
Yeah.
just hear a bunch of those falling as he continues his interview and he's like he'll be fine. Uh, so another week of that. And then after that. another week. I haven't talked about them, but Solo Sikoa has been cutting. There's been video packages every week. He's pretty
Okay.
much been introducing all the members of the MFTs, one by
Okay.
one. So
All
this
right.
week it was the final one. He was introducing Tonga, the biggest of them all, the newest member.
Okay.
Just saying you were there, blah blah blah, and then they all put their hand on their shoulder. He's like, "I love you, Solo," kind of thing. And then before the package ends, Solo says that there is still a missing piece, and
Hmm.
when he finds it, everyone's on notice. So what that missing piece is,
Uh-huh.
we will soon find out.
Oh boy. Oh
So let
boy.
the speculation begin.
Woo!
That's always fun.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Get the
sir.
world
First
off.
person I thought of instantly was Umaga's kid.
Yeah, Zilla.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
there's been
But I
rumbles for
mean,
a
who
while.
knows? It could be anybody.
Could be anybody. You're
But
right.
I mean, it's got to be somebody who's at least Pacific Islander. I would say somebody in the family, but JC Mateo, or sorry, he's not in the family. So um, he's
Can
just
always,
Pacific
can
Islander.
always be, can always be an honourary. Could be
Absolutely.
another
That's true.
Sami
Sami
Zayn.
Zayn.
Yeah. Uh,
So anyway, that brings us to our main event of the evening.
let's go, baby.
But
Oh,
before we get there, I hate how they do this. Uh, I'm gonna fool you kids like they fooled me.
oh, you got
So
you.
it's like,
You got
all
us.
right, here we go. Cody Rhodes music hits. So it's like, here comes the main event, and then they cut to the back, and it's Kathy Kelly interviewing um, the Street Profits and BFAB because the Street Profits are gonna get their title opportunity next week in Perth against the White Six for those tag team championships. Basically, it's saying the Street Profits, because they've been on kind of a tiff lately.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
reassured everybody and themselves, it looks like, that they're not just fighting for the belts, they're fighting for each other and themselves. So, like,
Right.
Montez Ford took off the glasses, looked straight at Dawkins, and then back at the camera, he's like, we're fighting for each other, kind of thing. So, they're in it. It's gonna be a hell of a fight next week.
All right. All
Uh,
right.
so
Right.
so with that being said, there was a video screen behind them, and the White Six come on, minus Bo Dallas. Don't know where he's at, but he wasn't in the little video package. Basically, saying we're coming for you.
Yep.
Be careful what you boys for, kind of thing. It was a great promo. Eric Rowan, he's been the shining star lately, last couple weeks,
Okay.
because they're letting him speak, and he's good. He's great. Um, so yeah, so then they go through the card next week. Again, this was all when the main event, when Cody Rhodes is after he makes his entrance. So Cody Rhodes is hanging out in the ring and they're doing all this. So the tag team title match is next week in Perth because they're going to be in Perth.
Yes.
So that's the tag team title matches next week. Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer are taking on Julia and Kiana James in a tag match. And Aleister Black and Damian Priest are competing in a last man standing match.
There you go.
So that's going to be SmackDown next week, kids. But back to the main event. Little flash of the card. I'll put it up there twice. You know.
Yeah.
It's the Braun Brawns taking on Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, which
Hmm.
is kind of like a pseudo little mini legacy reunion, which is always fun to watch.
Always fun to watch.
But basically, it's four main eventers in the ring. These guys know what they're doing. They know how to main event a show. They just know what they're doing, and it's so much fun to watch. But basically, it ends how you think it's going to go.
Hmm.
Uh, just with a lot of all hell's breaking loose. Braun Breaker spears Cody Rhodes through the barrier. Um, and then out of nowhere, Seth Rollins comes out before Randy Orton hits Bronson Reed with the RKO. Seth Rollins hits him with what do you call it? The stomp.
Yep.
And then Tsunami, 1, 2, 3. Vision wins. And then they leave. Seth Rollins, you see Cody Rhodes get in the ring, in the position, like on his hands and knees, checking on Cody or on Randy Orton.
Yeah.
He's like, you think he's gonna go do the stomp. He's in the position for that. And Paul Heyman's like, don't do it. He's like, please don't do it. He wants you to do it. And Seth Rollins just getting madder and madder. Takes off to the ring, shakes off Paul Heyman. Cody Rhodes was baiting him and he hits him at Crossroads. Credits. Once again, Cody Rhodes beats Seth Rollins one-on-one.
What is the point of having a wise man or an oracle if you don't listen to him? Seth? Whoa, what
Come
an
on,
ending.
Revolutionary.
What an ending.
Whew, so that's SmackDown, kiddos.
Sounds like a good show. Thank you so much, Bill. You the man.
Pleasure as always.
That brings us to Monday Night Raw, everyone. Live from Dallas, Texas. We're going to start off with a big OTC promo. He doesn't say a whole lot or get to do a whole lot before Big Bronson Reed comes on out.
Also
Uh,
doesn't have to say anything or do anything.
Correct. In fact, he kind of just stands there and lets the crowd
Yep.
cook for a minute. Um, Bronson's coming out and he's telling the OTC in your entire career, and no matter what you've done, no one's ever been able to put you in a stretcher till you met me. Um, and he's bringing up Brick Bronson Reed's bringing up the Wild Samoans, bringing up the uncle, bringing up the fam. I don't know if it's Wild Samoans or the head shrinkers. Pretty sure
Wild Samoans.
it's the Wild Samoans.
Yeah.
Yep, one either
Alpha
way.
and
Yep.
Sika. Yeah, yeah.
Alpha and Sika. Yep, bringing up the uncles. OTC's like, hey, you bringing up my uncles? I know what they'd say. They'd say we should fight right now. Um, no, we're not going to fight right now. But Saturday, we're going to have an Australian street fight,
Add it to the
everyone.
list.
So just another fun name for, oh, what kind of match is it? Oh, Australian street, yeah, street fight down under. That's all it is.
Add it to
Um,
the list.
but pretty sure they'll put some cool Aussie themed stuff out
There'll be
there.
some didgeridoos hanging out there.
Bronson Reed's kind of a home field for him, but he's coming in a heel, so it'll be interesting to hear crowd reaction from that.
Yep.
Um,
It'll be big.
I mean, OTC basically, just goes, okay, well, you're not fighting right now. You're kind of walking out like some bitches, and Reed don't like that.
Oh
So
no. Puffs and puffs.
he tries to come in and do some things. And long story short, OTC lands a couple of Superman punches and stands tall. So that's getting all ready for um, Crown Jewel,
Hmm.
Australian street fight. Go ahead and put it on the card, everyone. Asuka is talking to Pierce, and Asuka says, we need to fight Io tonight. And Pierce goes, okay. To which Asuka then turns to Kyrie and says, guess what? You're fighting Io tonight.
She's like, I
Ha,
don't want
ha.
to.
Yeah, Kyrie not happy about it. Asuka slaps Kyrie and tells her she better win, and the match gets made official. So
And then she
Asuka,
yells at her.
yeah, just the click. Oh, yeah. Someone had a great sign. It
Ooh,
almost
tell
looked
me.
like two anime versions. One with Kyrie on one side, kind of looking like she's crying, and another one with Asuka, and in the middle just says Kyrie. It was
That's
really
good.
good. Yeah, the people are good. Y'all fans are good with the signs. Brings us to our first match of the night. Took a while, but we got there.
You know,
It and this is honestly the one of the biggest pops, surprisingly, of the entire night. We're talking about Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. This has got set from last week from the attack.
yeah.
Um, that first Becky hits Tozawa and then she hit Maxine. Um, I really wish there wasn't a commercial during the match. I would have liked to seen a little bit more of Maxine working, but Maxine um, moving at a little slower pace, but looks like she's kind of going through the motions. I think Becky was a good person to put her in there because it looks like
Yeah.
she was guiding her very well. It was a
Very much
very
so.
good. Becky was helping Maxine. They had their gel, their flow. It was really good.
And it's funny because we were just talking about, I mean, because of the attack, we were talking about Maxine last week and how like she's underrated, but that's because she's underutilized.
Correct. You
So
don't
I
see her.
think
Yeah,
because she faced Becky about a month or so ago, um, and she looked okay, but she looked better this match. You
correct.
could
I mean,
tell she's been working on it. So she's moving a little slower, but she's not looking as sloppy as she was. I mean, not to be sloppy, but
I know what you
she
mean.
definitely she looked good. It
Yeah,
wasn't quick, like it did, but it didn't have to be. It was
correct.
solid. It was a good match.
Correct. Had a very close shave 2 count that everybody was real close.
Yeah.
Everybody thought she got it. A lot of close cheat pins. They both tried to cheat to win and got out of it. And it's one of the first times in a long time I've seen someone lose because they got caught monologuing. Becky gets a big hit on Maxine. Maxine's out the ring. Becky decides that's the time to get up on the announcer's table and say she's the best. Meanwhile, Ref counting. She counting. Maxine rolls in the ring, and because of a little interaction earlier that the ref didn't like, that 9 and 10 came a little quicker. So Maxine
Love
Dupree
it.
picks up a win over the man, Becky Lynch, everyone.
Mhm.
Kudos to Maxine Dupree for keeping her
That'll
head.
probably earn her a title match in the future.
We're here for it. We're
Yeah.
here. We're backstage again. The OTC is talking to the Usos. We got a little bloodline action going.
Mhm.
Um, Jay's, getting riled up, and Roman's like, you should go do something about it. So when he leaves, Roman kind of drops this cold thing on Jimmy, where he's like, yo, I have eyes and ears everywhere. I hear everything. So why is me giving advice bad for Jay? Um, so yeah, and then Jimmy and Jay are
Mhm.
already at some odds, and we kind of see this thing where Roman looks like he's pushing Jay, and kind of like push tapping, poking the bear,
Yeah.
as brings us to a Bailey and Lyra promo. Bailey will accompany Lyra to the ring, and Bailey's in a good mood. I think maybe she took her meds today.
Yeah. Look like
Um,
it.
and they're all good. That brings us to the match with Lyra versus Roxy Perez. We've seen these two kind of get down before. It's a good match. They've getting their backs and forths. Um, as life would have it, when you're rolling with Judgment Day, distractions help Roxy get the win because Raquel comes out there and gets all in it, and Bailey's able to get into the mix, but Roxy's able to pull it off. But Bailey's like, forget that. We're gonna go back and we're gonna find him. We're gonna set this right. So she drags Lyra on back to go find him, and we'll check in with them later, see what happens.
Hmm.
Uh, then they give us a AJ Styles John Cena little rivalry recap for those that missed it or those who are like, why is this a thing? Do they even, this feels like it came out of nowhere. They give you a nice little here, they've done this before and they're gonna
Yep.
do it one more time.
This is why they didn't do it in the past.
Correct.
They're like
Um,
two roads converge into one kind of
yeah.
thing. It's like, okay, yeah.
Right. Right.
So,
Uh, Jackie is then interviewing AJ Styles backstage. The Judgment Day comes and interrupts. It's uh, Dirty Belt, two belt Dirty Dom with JD McDonough and Finn Balor. And AJ's like, well, y'all seem y'all want to fight. I'm gonna say I want a 6-man tag, so I'm gonna go find two people. You know what? I'm gonna go find one person because I'm gonna go get Dragon Lee. We're gonna find somebody, and we'll see y'all later tonight. And that will set up to be the main event of no, that's not the main event of the evening, but it's set up. It's the co-main event of that evening.
yeah.
So AJ off to go find a potential third person. Uh, Lyra and Bailey find Raquel and Roxy, and they attack them.
I'll do that.
Yeah, AJ going to talk to Penta to be the third guy, and in the background you hear some noise, and yeah, Bailey and Lyra handed to Roxy and Raquel, and Adam Pierce loses his mind.
Oh, I love when he yells. It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Man, which
Woo!
which brings
Woo!
a CM Punk promo, which you gotta love. He feels like he's earned his title shot.
Absolutely.
Um, he's gonna, he wants his
I
title
mean, he
shot.
did just get one,
He
but
did
sure.
just get one correct. And on that note, LA Knight, yeah,
Yeah.
comes out because, let me talk to you. He's got something to say. He reminds everybody that, he has been in line for a good long time. And him and CM, LA Knight kind of learned a little bit what it's like to be in a ring with Phil. If you give Phil any kind of opening to say something, because
Oh, he
it's it's
will.
it's two jabs he gives him. The first one he comes in, you know who I am? Like, yeah, you're the guy interrupting me. And then he jabs him with, I deserve this. Well, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Coming from the guy who's never been world heavyweight champion. Yeah. And even LA Knight had to give him a little laugh in the middle of the promo.
Yep.
Pretty good, pretty good. Jey Uso comes out though, because you know he says he never got his rematch, and he's been itching to be the man again. Which yeah, he's not wrong.
Yep.
Uh, Jimmy comes out. Jay kicks LA Knight, and Jimmy kicks Punk after calling him Little Roman. CM Punk gets in Jay's face. He's like, "No, I like Jey Uso. I don't like Little Roman." There's a little scuffle. Uh, Punk pushes Jimmy out the way, hits Jay, so it's his brother. He's got to get his receipt. So
Yep.
Jimmy gets him, and soap opera. It's a big soap
Oh,
opera.
it is. Brothers and
Uh,
families and friends and super
yeah.
kicks and broken bodies along the way.
Lions and tigers and bears. EO sends a message to Asuka, basically says, we're not family anymore. Not how it's going down. This is right before the right. Yeah, it's all sad. And then it gets announced that the main event of the evening will turn out to be it'll be the Usos versus LA Knight and CM Punk.
Yeah,
So there we go. But that brings us to Io Sky and Kairi Sane. Io dives right at Asuka to start the match.
man.
Yeah, she's not about that action. Asuka helps Kyrie get the win. Kyrie was very reluctant to fight, not having a good time. But then, um, so the winner is Kyrie Sane, and then Asuka and Kyrie beat up Io after, and Kyrie's just real, she's in a tough spot, you
Yeah,
know. But it's getting crazy, getting rough. Kabuki Warriors are getting rough. Then last week we had a Seth and I wrote Seth and Cody, but I don't think it's yeah.
yeah.
We had a Seth and Cody look back,
Hmm.
and the last one was part one enemies. This one was part two allies. So it just showing this. It's showing
WrestleMania.
the history, getting y'all ready for Crown Jewel.
Yeah,
Go check that out. It's a nice little look back.
they always are. All their video packages are great.
One of my new little favorite moments that we have right now is Becky Lynch just pacing back and forth, muttering to herself and just out loud and just on a rant and a tirade. And just, if it wasn't for the refs and she got this and I can't believe it. And I'll tell you another thing. I'll tell you this and that and the third. And it's and just watching what it two things were funny. Having Seth Rollins have to purposely keep a straight face. And then watching Paul Heyman just watch her go back and forth.
Yeah, just let her cook, man.
Just letting her cook back, and
She's
she
doing
she
it.
was cooking. Yeah, so funny. So she goes and wanders off, and then Seth talks to Paul, and they have a real honest little get together, and they have a real honest conversation. And I imagine this is now carrying over from Friday Night SmackDown, where long story short, basically Seth asked him, "Okay, Paul, well, what happens if I don't win?" And he's like, "Well, if you don't win, then you're the guy that started this whole thing in motion and said you were going to do this, and you'll be a disappointment not only to the WWE but to yourself and me." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, but what happens if I lose?" He's like, "Well, then I'm going to have to question if Cody Rhodes beats you, then I have to question if I chose wrong in you, Seth Rollins." So Paul Heyman letting him know, hey, maybe did I choose the wrong guy here? Because you can't beat Cody Rhodes.
Yep, he
Yeah,
is
or did
not.
I back the wrong horse?
Seth is not handling the pressure well.
Man, man. Well, that's what happens when you're constantly taking it and not winning it. When you're
Yep.
constantly cashing things in and beating up hurt people,
Yep. True.
claiming that you stole, saying that you're the guy. Hey, man. That's what happens, brother. Then we have the Usos. They're talking around Roman. Roman just kind of in the middle of this whole Uso thing, and Roman basically tells Jimmy, maybe you should just kind of stay out of the way.
Hmm.
Stay out of his way. He's on one little clear path. He's tasted it and he wants it. You not so much. So maybe let Jay cook. Bloodline stuff.
Family,
Craziness.
brothers.
This brings us to the co-main event. It is Penta and Dragon Lee and AJ Styles versus the Judgment Day. That is Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and two belts, Dirty Dom.
Hmm.
Um, AJ was going to talk and say something, but Judgment Day came out and shut that whole thing down. It's a good match. People going back and forth, a lot of good moves. A lot of six of some of the best in there right now. Rusev comes out during the match, and Dom straight up runs away.
Yeah,
Just
good,
takes his belts and
good.
goes home.
Love it.
Leaves JD and Finn all alone.
Love
So
it.
obviously you got a bit of a numbers game. So the winners are Styles, Lee, and Penta. That's what happens. And then after the match, AJ stands on the announce table and cuts a promo, just basically going, "Don't need a storyline. This match between me and John Cena is going to be awesome." Like,
All right.
thank you for that, AJ Styles. Thank you.
Well
Uh,
done.
Punk talking tonight backstage before they come out. Neither of us wants this, but we got, they've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go to the main event
Oh.
of the evening. It is Big Jim, one of the men who likes to Netflix and chill and was real successful about it.
Mm.
And it's four letters, one word, yeet. Main event, Jay Uso. They are together. They are the They are the
Oh,
Souls, and
they should do that again.
they are against L.A. Knight
Yeah.
and the self-proclaimed best in the world. It's clobbering time, none other than CM Punk. Um, Good match. CM Punk starts off by doing the Uso shuffle and then a little bit of punch. That was funny.
All
Um,
right, Phil.
Punk and Knight starting to get some hard tags in. Whenever it's a lot of hits on the chest, and that's a tag, and a lot of
That's always fun.
about that. Hey man, want everybody to know that it's once again the Usos remind you why they're some of the best to do it. Love watching. It's something about when they fight solo. It's kind of like Outcast. Big Boy could make a really good album.
Hmm.
Andre 3000 can make a really good album.
Hmm.
Decided to just cook together. It's a whole wonderful thing.
Oh,
So I
it's a
just
good
love
show.
watching the Usos do anything, man. But they are also in kind of looks like some kind of contention. The winners are Punk and Knight. Knight gets the final pin. Punk gets the move, but Knight kind of tags himself in, gets the pin while looking at him on some,
Nice.
what you gonna do about it? And kind of what you gonna do about it all the way out the ring, just all the way right into the credits. Like, well, what you doing? I'm that guy. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, he takes and Phil's just in the corner, just giving that Phil look. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens. In listening to Billiam, I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't write down the matches for next week. So we'll all be surprised together. How?
Yeah, it's fine. I wasn't going to, but they was just on the screen. I'm like, nah, might as well. They announced them, throw it in there.
And I usually kind of do at least one or two, but
Yeah,
hey, whatever. That's it. That's the end of the review. That was the end of Monday Night Raw. That was the end of Friday Night SmackDown. I have things to do. He has things to do. Y'all have things to do. So we don't want to keep you any longer. But before you go, hey, Billion,
yes,
won't you let them know how them all can contact us if they want to?
can do.
Oh,
Ooh, little Me Six reference there. Anyway, kids, if you can go ahead and do us a favor, like and subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and comment down below on the video. Tell us what your match of the week was. Tell us what you think is going on in Jay Uso's mind. Tell us if you think he's right or wrong. I don't know. Right or wrong? There's no right or wrong. Whatever. I don't know. Just let us know. Tell us what you want.
yeah.
Also, you can find us on Instagram, Section
Oh,
8 Wrestling Pod. We do
oh.
post videos and reels and stuff. Let you know about the videos coming up in the week. Well, also, if you want to get all up in your ear holes with us, you can find us on Spotify and Apple Music.
Indeed. Oh, that was a good show. We had ourselves some fun. And once again, we want to thank y'all for stopping by. We hope you have a very, very good night. Thank you for letting us be your wonderful little distraction to whatever's going on. Now go, get back out there, out into the cold, out into the rain. Get out of
Shoot.
here. Get out of here. Done with y'all. Get out of here,
Yeah.
haters. Or the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I'm Billy.
Hey, we'll see y'all on the next one.